Hiya. Yes, you guys are so funny. Mitch has uploaded again. He must be out of money. Well, yes, you're absolutely right. No, stop it, shut up, pack it in. But seeing as you guys are compelled to find out how much I earn from YouTube, live streams, Twitch, all of that good stuff, I tell you what I will do. When this channel gets to 1,000 subscribers, third channel, greedy little YouTube goblin, I know, I will release all of my analytics, everything that I've earned, and I'll give you a bit of a spoiler. 90% of what I've earned has been through generous YouTube donations, and I can't thank you guys enough. So what I've been doing recently, if you've been keeping up with my live streams on my first channel, is you'll see that I've been posting, giving money back to like subscribers. So if you want to be a part of that, subscribe, do what you got to do. I would love for you guys to like my videos. Of course, don't like yet, watch the video through and we'll get to that. As I said, for a 1K special on this channel, we'll do a video about all my analytics, which are terrible. I'll tell you guys exactly what I've earned. I'll show you guys how much I've paid out to all my subscribers, because I have not kept a penny to myself. I'm not that kind of YouTuber. I'm not trying to get big, although if I do get big it would be lovely, but we'll see how it goes. I just want to let you guys know, did you know that you've been sat here for 20 seconds and my analytics do say, I'll give you a sneak peek up on screen here, that 83% of viewers that watch my videos, they're not subscribed? Do that information as you will, but I've got a sneaky feeling that either here or here, look, he's just hit me, please subscribe. Today's video is one of my favourite kinds of content to create. As you've seen from this title, I'm going to be covering the best beginner bike that you can buy. No? Well, what video am I doing today? Right, that's it. Today we're going to be doing we'll just do the fastest bike that you can buy for under £1,000, because that is exactly what I'm looking at doing right now. For the sake of simplicity, we're going to be using only Auto Trader, and I've got a load of rules down here, so bear with me guys, I'm looking down here. We're not allowing a penny over £1,000, because I'm sure you guys have seen this kind of video on other people's channels. What we're going to be accepting is £1,000 exactly. We will not allow a penny over, because what these YouTubers do is they'll put like a £2,000 maximum and say you can haggle them down. Spicy. I did not say that, I'm sorry. None of these shenanigans are going to be going on here. So I'm going to cut to the part of me looking through my phone, going through Auto Trader. We're going to find the 5 fastest bikes you can buy for under £1,000. We'll pick the bikes first, and then after that we'll go through the specs, okay? So here we are, we're at Auto Trader, and we're about to go on to find used bikes. So I'm not going to show you my postcode, because I know I'll end up either getting swatted or sent eggplants. So we're going to put the price limit at 1,000. And minimum CC to 600, because the idea is to look obviously for the fastest bike. So here we go, my postcode is there, I'm not going to show you. Max price 1,000. More options, minimum CC 600. Search bikes. Okay, so final rule is that the bike must be in running and it must be rideable. It must be run in order and it must be rideable, okay? So it must have an MOT, depending on what cat, whether it's Cat C, Cat D, depending on what cat the bike is, it's fine as long as it's fixed and it meets the rest of the criteria. So here we go. Let's have a look through these bikes. The first one that catches my eye is the Kawasaki ZX6R Ninja. Okay, looking good. That's a gorgeous bike. Okay. I mean, it is a, what year is that? It's a 2000. Let's check the description. 52,000 miles, okay. It is 1996, even though it says 2000. I'm looking to I want something a bit different, blah, blah, blah. Plenty of life in the tyres. Service receipts and history, well looked after. There we go. So, he's looking for £900, okay? And we will go into the specs of this after. Let's have a look at the next bikes. Okay. Ooh, just past MOT, look at this. Triumph Daytona 955i. Wow, look at that. I'm going to pop something up on screen about now. So that was my birthday card from a few days ago. I think this is a sign that I need to buy this bike. It's from my work friends. Fantastic friends. Brilliant group. So, back to the video. We've got Triumph Daytona 955i here in yellow. Gorgeous. It's just past its MOT, it's a 2003. Ooh, okay. It's done 39,000 miles. So my Daytona, cleared garage for new bikes, brilliant. A big stack of past MOT certificates, great. Service less than 1,500 miles ago. Some surface blemishes. 16-year-old bike. No offers, next MOT 1st to 12th 2020. Wow. This might be our winner, guys, I'm going to be honest with you. Look at that. What a gorgeous looking bike. Oh, look at it. Wow. Okay. So, this might be a winner already. It's definitely going to be a top 5, I'd imagine. We'll go into the specs of these a little bit later. Let's look at the rest of the bikes. Actually, we've just been on this yellow Daytona, and just above it is a ZX7R. So we're going up from the 6R, so of course this one's going to be faster. Let's have a look. God, that's so good looking. Okay, it's a bit ratty. It is a bit ratty. Something that, if you're looking for a bike for under £1,000, you're going to get a shed. These bikes so far are actually very nice. So is it a 1999? It's a ZX7R. Right. Let's have a look at the description. Classic 90s superbike. Best fairing colour of a ZX7R. It's different, absolutely. Oh, they're too old to ride. Okay. High mileage, grab yourself a bargain. There we are, so it's a grand as well, brilliant. 55,000 miles. Bear in mind, guys, this bike is 1999. This, I don't think it's going to compare to the Daytona, but it's definitely in the runnings. That's gorgeous, look at that. Right, so we need 2 more bikes because we're going to grab 5 of the quickest ones and compare them via specs. So let's have a look. Okay. Sprint, that might be an option, but it's a Cat D. We'll have a look at that in a sec. Ooh, VFR. Love VFRs. So I want to go back to the Triumph. There it is. So the Triumph Sprint ST955i. So this is going to be slower than the Daytona, however, look at this, isn't that lovely? Yeah, it's got a few marks, you know, if you're buying a bike for £1,000, it's not going to be perfect. So let's just have a look at the description. It's done 37,000 miles, it's a year 2000 V-Reg. So, own this bike for 17 years, never let me down, sure, and I'm sure will, whatever that means. Oh, I'm sure it'll keep going for many years. I will put a new MOT on it for the buyer, so even though this bike is a Cat D, if he's going to put it through a brand new MOT, a bike with 12 months MOT is worth £1,000. If you want to buy a 1000cc bike and it's got 12 months MOT, basically you've got your money's worth right there. So, is there any more we need to look at this? No. Right. So we'll grab that as well. We need another bike. So we'll have a look through here. The YZF 600R. That's a good looking bike. GSX 750. Full MOT. Wow. Okay, we'll check that one out as well maybe. The RF 600 it's only got about 90 odd brakes, so that's not going to be close. The Honda ST110, we're not interested in that, that's spares and repairs. Right, I'll get back to you guys when I've found our final bike to compare. Okay, I've scrolled through all these bikes. You guys have seen them all as well. I think our final bike, for power-wise, even though it's not very torquey, it's going to have to be the VFR 800. Just look at that for £980. Wow, look at it. Isn't that a good looking bike? I tell you what, Honda haven't done too bad with their bikes, have they? Yeah, there's a few marks. Okay, £980. Let's see whether it fits the rest of our criteria. 800, fuel injected in black. Can justify keeping. Bought a sports bike over the summer. But that's the whole point of the VFR, is that it is a sports bike plus a tourer. It's okay, a couple of thousand miles. What fills fluids? Full MOT. Actually, this is a V4 as well, isn't it? This bike. My dad has one of these exact bikes in red, and I tell you what, I had to my turbo blew up in my BMW, of course. And my dad had to take me back and forth to work for a week, and I work in an office where everyone's in sort of shirts and ties, smartly dressed. So I had to turn up on the back of a VFR, and yeah, I had to bring spare clothes, because obviously on the back of a bike, my dad wanted to show me how quick his bike was too. So I was covered in dead flies by the time I got to work. Anyway, back to the video. Sorry about that. That is going to be our fifth and final bike. Now, I'm going to move back to you guys seeing my ugly mug. But before I do that, here's a picture of my dad's VFR 800. Just in case you were curious. And now we're back to the video. So we've picked our 5 bikes. And I've written everything down here as to what order they run in. And actually, I've missed one. There we go. Our slowest one is actually one of my favourites. So, at 5th, so we've got 1 to 5. Number 5 is the slowest, number 1 is the quickest. At number 5, we've got the 2000 VFR 800F. This is the only V4 on this list. And it's water-cooled, it's a 781cc bike. It produces 108 brake horsepower, and this is the slowest bike. Now, bear in mind, so we've got a few high sort of horsepower bikes, which is brilliant. It produces 108 brake horsepower at 10,500 RPM, and I'm only including the figures that you guys care about and the figures that I care about. And torque, it only produces 55 foot-pound of torque, which is very strange. I thought it would have been a lot more, but there we go. It is miles below on the torque, and it weighs 238 kilos, so it's quite chubby. Number 4, we've got the Kawasaki ZX6R Ninja. It's the 2000 model. The one, I'll get it back up on screen here. This is an inline 4, 600cc. It produces 112 brake horsepower at 12,500 RPM. And it does go all the way up to 1400 RPM. 14,000 RPM. I'm not going to cut that, I don't care. It produces 48 foot-pound of torque, so slightly less than the Honda, and it weighs 195 kilograms. So, number 3, we have the ZX7R Ninja. So we've gone from the ZX6R to the ZX7R. Again, get up on screen here. It's the 1999 version, and it's an inline 4, 700cc, fairly standard. It's not that much different to the 6R. It produces 122 brake horsepower at 11,800 RPM, produces 58 foot-pound of torque, and it is 234 kilograms. For all of these, I'll put the metric and non-metric weights on the screen, because I know you Americans won't like kilograms. Number 2, we have the Triumph Sprint ST955i, the one that we nearly missed. It's an inline 3, of course. Triumph love their triple cylinders. It's a 955cc bike. It produces 120 horsepower, which is less than the ZX7R, and it produces it at 9,100 RPM. But the reason why I put it as faster is because the ZX7R produces 58 foot-pound of torque. The Sprint produces 74 foot-pound of torque. So if you're going to race these bikes, I guarantee you, even though it's got 2 horsepower less than the 700 Ninja, it's going to smoke it. It'll absolutely smoke it. and it weighs 207 kilos. So I think the ZX7R, if I'm right, is the heaviest bike on here. I don't know, it's 4 kilos lighter than the VFR, but the VFR is a bit of a chubby girl, so the ZX7R isn't actually that great, even though I would own it, and it's in a gorgeous colour scheme too. On to our fastest bike. You guys know it. Again, my birthday card. I know it's not this bike, but it looks like it. When I say it looks like it, it's yellow. All right. I know it looks nothing like it, but it's yellow. Okay. It's the Triumph Daytona 955i. Again, an inline 3, 955cc. If you guys didn't already know, it produces 149 brake horsepower. This bike was made in 2003, 213 kilograms, and it also produces 75 foot-pound of torque. I'm not sure if I said, but the 149 brake horsepower comes on at about 10,700 RPM. It's pretty standard, but for a bike in 2003, wow. All I can say is, wow, I am so impressed. And I would absolutely love a Triumph. This video, even though it may seem like it's been chucked together, it absolutely has been. No, it hasn't. It's actually, I've made this video once before, and after the Triumph Sprint, so our number 2 spot, that was meant to be our 3rd spot, and the VFR was nowhere on this list. It wasn't fast enough. And we did have, I'll tell you what we had. There was a 99 Kawasaki ZX9R, and it was an inline 4, 900cc, 143 brake, 75 foot-pound, but it's been sold, so I couldn't include it. And I wanted to be fair to you guys, I wanted to do, as of right now, what's on the list, because of course I'm not going to do this video if there's no bikes on there. That's, you know, if I type in for £1,000 and there's only 600cc's, there's no point doing it. So there we go, there we have it, guys. I've been Mitch. Again, 83% of you guys that watch are not subscribed. Please save me from getting hit by the subscribe button again. And yeah, this has been my 3rd channel. I love all of my channels equally, but I've been neglecting this one a little bit just because I wasn't quite sure how to do this video and find the time, honestly. I was ill last week. The wife's at the house at a meeting now, so I've finally been able to get the chance to record. So anyway, guys, subscribe, like the video if you liked it. Let me know what other kind of video you want me to do. I've been Mitch. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.